Beat Sting.
Yeah, but you and Slim over there having a conversation with yourself, man.
Yeah, man.
Stay in the background like you've been doing, man. I'm sick of you.
Real talk. Hey, family and friends, welcome to another edition of the Men's Corner. Today we are waiting for our special guest, Mr. Delvin Watts, and our topic for today is co-parenting at a young age. So we're coming to you live from DeMarco's Solar Clothiers here in Forestville, Maryland. The Men's Corner, produced by The Men's Corner, powered by DJ Glam, and videography and sound by Beat Sting Media. Again, today's topic is co-parenting at a young age, so we're going to get into that when our guests arrive. But before we dive into that piece there, we want to take about a 10-second breather in honoring all of those persons who tragically lost their lives during the Kobe Bryant helicopter accident. There were 9 people who lost their life in that tragedy. And so from the Men's Corner to all of the families, we offer our sincerest condolences to you all, and pray that your loved ones are now your angels, and that that God is pleased with them. So having said that, we like to take a moment and do a 10-second count of honoring them here at the Men's Corner. So bear with us for about 10 seconds. May Allah watch over you all.
Yes, indeed.
Peace be with you. So, having said that, Six, what are your thoughts about it? A lot of thoughts have permeated through regarding.
I don't like getting into like when someone loses their life though, and we all of a sudden say we need to cherish our loved ones. We should be doing that anyway. We shouldn't be waiting for tragedies of other folks to cherish our people. We talk amongst ourselves, the Men's Corner, in our group chat. We have a ball in it, and we express how we feel on a regular basis.
Right.
I don't think we wait for nothing, for something to happen to one of us before we get the book in on that conversation. We can't do that at all. But yeah, it's a tragic thing to happen, and we can't just be waiting for when something happen to us, people. I know if you've been following us for quite some time, me and Fahim always spit the conversation about stop playing with the word love and friend. Those 2 words we shouldn't be playing with at all. If you love somebody, tell them. Like, don't wait till y'all fall out. Everything you like or everything you want to do isn't always going to fall in your favor. So it's okay to love through madness, and learn to love somebody when you're mad at them. It's cool, it's okay. That's what friends do. If you can't do that with your friend, then that's not your friend.
Amen.
Yeah, so,
amen. You're absolutely right with that. I like that saying, learn to love through your madness, through your disappointments. Because we only have one life.
Yes,
as we actually know it. I mean, no one that I know of has ever come back and literally told me how heaven or hell was. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to live this life and cherish it and enjoy it. I've seen a lot of talk and a lot of movement on the what they call it, the girl dad, or that. What's it's something they talk about now on social media. People talking about the girl dads, and because of Kobe and his phenomenal relationship with all of his daughters, but the special bond that he had with his daughter who perished with him in the helicopter accident, because she was a ball player, and from one ball player to another, I can understand that piece. He didn't have a son, But this one wanted to play ball, and he wanted to do the best he could to make sure that she got all that she can get up out of it. And you know, it's unfortunate, but I've said this to some people, and I hope no one takes it the wrong way, but I just could not see if let's just hypothetically say if it was only Kobe that perished without his daughter, what that daughter would be going through with his loss, or vice versa, if something would have happened to his daughter, what he would be going through because of that closeness that they had. And you, of all people, Six, when you talk about girl daddies or girl dads, you know, you understand that with Adrian, you know what I'm saying? And so can you just talk a little bit about that, man, about that bond?
Well, I me and A speak on a regular basis about just life, period.
Yeah.
We talk about, you know, us living without each other is impossible.
Right.
You know, and we living, you know, we ain't looking for death tomorrow. Neither one of us sick, you know, that I know of. But we talk about it on a regular basis. Like I always tell her, like, be careful, because if something happens to you, I'm losing my mind. I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
Flat out. I'm not waiting for no explanation. There's no understanding to that. I had A since she was in 4th grade. And you talking about, man, I feel like, man, I carried her for 9 months. You know, so with that being said, like, I'm not never putting that piece in between me and my kid, period. Whether I get married or not, she's first. Whoever I'm married got to understand that. Yeah, wow. My daughter's first. I get it when you're married, the woman is first and all of that. We're going to have a problem if you can't respect that.
I get it. I get it. Because you basically lived your life, you know, and said, hey, I have to take care of this person who's unable to take care of themselves, and develop that awesome bond, man. That's an awesome thing. So shout out to all you I don't know. I want to make sure I'm saying it right. You girl dads, shout out to all of you all, and it's an awesome thing that you all are doing. We're going to go ahead and take a quick minute break. Shout out to all of you coming, because our guest has just arrived. Again, passionately late, like most of our youngsters do, but it's all right. We got a lot of love for him. Coming up next, you're going to hear another other than Mr. Delvin Watts coming to you. So thank you all for being patient with us. And again, we're talking about our conversation here, parenting at a young age. We'll be right back with you. Give us 1 minute here.
Do you ever imagine a burglar breaking into your home and stealing your valuables, damaging your property, or hurting your loved ones? Of course not. The reason why most burglaries occur is because the victim was not protected. Don't be the victim.
Home security systems were designed to keep you, your family, and your premises safe from a wide range of dangerous scenarios. This is an area Unlimited Connect excels. Our highly trained and courteous professionals will respond in time and install your HD security camera in no time. And the best part? Every installation comes with a guaranteed 1-year warranty. And we also offer weekly specials and major discounts. What more can you ask for? Call us today for a free estimate at 202-702-6700 or visit us at www.unlimitedconnect.com.
So we're coming right back to you now, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for being patient with us. As advertised, Mr. Delvin Watts is here, and our topic today is co-parenting at a young age. And before we turn this thing over to Delvin, just want you to know that in 2017, it said that 194,377 babies were born to women aged 15 to 19 years, for a birth rate of 18.8 per 1,000 women in this age group. 30% of teen American girls will get pregnant at least once before age 20. That's nearly 750,000 teen pregnancies. Now, we're not talking about births. We're just talking about pregnancies. And that was reported by, I think it's Guttmacher Institute, and that was back in 2008. They reported that, and they released it in 2014. Also, a note is that parenthood is the leading reason that teen girls drop out of school, which is more than 50% of teen mothers never graduate from high school, and they say that 25% of teen moms have a second child within 24 months of their first baby. The unique part about this piece here and those stats is that we are here not with a teen mom. We not here with a teen dad. Were you a teen dad when that?
Nah, 21.
Yeah, he was still a teen. He was still a youngster. He was still a young man. But we're here with the young man. What you say, 6?
Yeah, a little Similac on his breath.
He still had, yeah, they 6 say he still has some Similac infantry on his
24.
breath. And then he turned around and he had a baby, had a child. So we're gonna go ahead and let Brother Delvin tell us a little bit about himself. Delvin. I said Brother Delvin like I'm on Jodeci or something.
Delvin, DJ.
Delvin, DJ, okay.
Whatever the easiest.
No problem. So talk to us a little bit about you, man. Who is Delvin Watts?
Fun, outgoing, hardworking. Dad 2 times, 1 boy, 1 girl. From DC, born and raised. This is my cousin, uncle.
Yeah, the big dude. Yeah. Well, hey, well, one thing for certain too, for sure. If you in the bloodline with him, it's no wonder why you are in your children's lives like that. Because at the end of the day, that's what he stand for. He wouldn't have it no other way. So you wouldn't be on this show if you weren't.
That's right.
Understand that. We don't bring men. We don't bring what they call them. Deadbeats on here to be a deadbeat. If you come over here as a deadbeat, we're gonna fry you. so real quick, what was your? You got 2 children.
Yes.
21 years old. Let me ask you this question: what was your immediate thought or response when you were told about the pregnancy of your first child? How old were you when that happened?
I think I just turned 22.
Okay, so you was 21 when that happened. What was your first thought?
When she called me and told me, silence. She got to deal with it, with herself. So when she told me, I was just silent on the phone. Didn't say nothing. She immediately got an attitude, which I understand, but you already dealt with your emotions, So I didn't get a chance to deal with my emotions by myself. So when she told me, she hung up on me. I had to get myself together. I could have called her back immediately, started an argument. But, I sat there and thought about it. I had to, what we gonna do, just if we do decide to terminate it, gotta come up with the money. If we decide to keep it,
You gotta come up with the money.
You gotta come up with the money.
Was there any doubt
that it was
in your head? Was there any doubt in your mind?
No, I knew who I was dating. We broke up. She called me a couple months later, but I knew what it was.
Man, that's respect. That's respect. He ain't coming here with all that. Oh no, Sean. We did go our separate way for a minute. I don't know. That's a lot, man. So did they? How was her delivery to? How did she tell you? What did she actually say?
She literally just called me and say, I'm pregnant. I'm like, okay. I was really silent. It felt like forever to me. But it was maybe like 30 seconds. And she was like, you ain't got nothing to say? I'm like, we wasn't even talking for, a couple months. So
she
it's like
MIA.
Right.
So it's like, can I take it in? Can I have my moment of silence?
Yeah. So you need to know, you ain't the only brother that's ever felt that way. I think almost all of us get that call, and I've had it quite a few times.
Yeah.
In my lifetime as a young man. I was 18 when I got that call.
And it wasn't like I wasn't gonna beat it.
Right.
So that never crossed my mind.
So at that age, what was in your heart that's saying I had to be there? You had your moment. What was in your heart that's saying I have to be here for my kid?
Just how my family was, how we came up. No matter what, we was always around everybody's kids. That's just how we was raised. We was always together. So in my mind, I'm like, this is another one added to the tribe. So you know, I'm gonna be there. I might make mistakes. I might not have no money, but when you call me, I'm gonna be there. So, and I feel like most people should have that mindset.
Right, and that's one of the reasons we brought you on, because your age played a factor, your decisions played a factor, and a lot of people don't understand what people go through, why they walk away. But you chose to stay. You could have just stepped, because like you stated, you had a moment where you wanted your moment to take it in. So, because it's interesting you say that, because I had that same moment. I gave the money up and everything. My daughter wouldn't have been here if she accepted it. You know, so did you offer that? Did you say, like, I don't want it, I do want it? What?
So when we finally talked about it, I told her I wasn't ready. I just got my apartment. I was out here, you know, clubbing.
He got his apartment, 21, 22 years old, some of you trifling ass niggas out there.
21 years old.
He was on his own.
Yes, indeed.
I knew that from an early age. You wasn't doing nothing in mom's house. But,
so, right.
I knew that wasn't gonna happen. I wasn't having no kids in mom's house. So
okay,
I had to get up out of there.
21, 22, y'all listening, right? You had to get out of mama house.
Yeah, I told her I wasn't ready. I had to be honest. She did, of course, you know, she didn't take it, but she took that as me saying I'm not gonna be there. But that wasn't the case. I was just telling you it's an option.
So let's do this. Watch this. You said you weren't ready, but on the men's corner, you know, we don't have no bars held on this joint. You just let loose in them peoples, and you knew you was letting loose in them people. So at some point in time,
that's another story, but I'm not gonna go there because
okay, my man. Okay,
I'm not here to slander nobody. So
right. That's good look. Well, then let me do this. I understand that sometimes, and the reason why I say this, because sometimes we be reckless on our end with this. We may use a condom. We talking about preventative measures because you know you're not ready to have a child. So they say use preventative measures. Everybody talking about, well, she need to be on the pill or you need to use condoms. Okay, you use a condom, but if you ain't taught the most appropriate way to use a condom, the child can still come about. Why? Because most time we get a little graphic. After the man ejaculates, that good feeling, and he ejaculating that condom, you know a whole lot of men don't pull themselves out, take that condom off, and go and change and exchange. We try to keep going and keep going and keep going.
The last couple.
And eventually, we gotta get the last couple. But eventually, that fluid seeps up out of there, and it's going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, just understanding that it's not necessarily that you weren't cautious or things of that nature. Sometimes the moment just get the better of you.
I thought it was a situation and it wasn't. That's all I'm gonna say.
My man, respect that. You thought it was a situation and it wasn't.
So it happened. You gotta, own up to it.
So through that process, was it a smooth transition?
We didn't really have any major issues like through the pregnancy. I was going right before my son was born. I lost everything. Not to make no excuses, but like I said, I had an apartment, job, car, lost all that.
Okay.
Right before my son was born. So the fact that we're not together, the communication or the caring, I say, she didn't really care.
Right.
She'll have that's her right not to care because we're not together. So I had to deal with that, and I got to be emotional, cushion for her because she's still pregnant. I still got to figure out what I'm gonna do when my son get here. So
that's major.
That's huge at the age that you're saying that you had to be an emotional cushion for her.
Right.
No, most people don't give a damn. And at your age, most people in your age care more about a dog than they care a kid. Let alone you caring for somebody that you're not even in a relationship with.
Right.
Okay, that's right there.
Much respect, man, to that right there, and just being a young man with and we would call a young man with an old soul, a young man with an old soul, but more importantly, your upbringing assisted in your thought process and your train of thought. And at the core of it is, I got a child coming in this world, and ain't nothing gonna stop that. The child's gonna come, God willing, and no matter what our feelings are, I gotta prepare now to take care. So you go from not being ready to being ready. Take us through that mindset, or not just necessarily us, but take some of the younger parents or younger people that may not be parents that's out there just wilding and don't know. Take us through that mindset of not ready and having to get ready with a level of urgency, because for all intents and purposes, 9 months later,
it's here.
It's here.
It's here.
And everything that could have happened for you happened. Take us through that piece there.
So once my son got here, like
what's his name?
Ashton.
Ashton. Okay.
Once Ashton got here, it was just it's I don't know what it is, but you kind of just go on autopilot. It's just whatever you got to do to be there for that child. That's what you gonna do. And I kind of ignored her feelings on the situation, which is you always got to think about the other person, regardless if y'all together, y'all not together. I was kind of around too much. I know that's kind of crazy to think about, but going to her house, sleeping at her house, being with my son, her dealing with me being there all the time. Even I guess she still had feelings, maybe.
Right.
But I'm not thinking about that. I'm just there for my son. That's it.
Right.
And sometimes you gotta separate the two. But the fact that I didn't have nowhere to go, this is where me and my son gotta spend my time at.
Right.
So how old is your son now?
He is 10.
He's 10?
Yes.
And how is that bond? You say he's 10?
He's 10 right now.
Yeah, for him.
The reason why is because, how old are you now?
33.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't hear that. Excuse me. I'm still thinking he's 23.
The man at 22.
I'm thinking, hey man, my bad.
He's sleeping.
I said I'm tired.
He's sleeping.
Oh, I apologize, DJ. Hey, family, I apologize. My man, 10 years old. Okay, my bad, change.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so in the process, and you processing these things at that age, sleeping at her place and being who you were, what was going through your mind just staying there? Was it like, I gotta hurry up and get myself together, or, because it's feelings involved?
yeah. Like at the time, I didn't realize it. At the time, I'm just there. So when she started, tripping, I'm taking it as you don't want me around my son.
Okay.
So that was my mistake.
Right.
Of not processing stuff. So we kind of clashed, and I went from seeing him every day to let's organize a couple days a week or 3 days a week.
You was more advanced than me.
No joke. No joke.
But I was still immature at the time, so I'm like, what do you mean? Like I gotta only see him 3 days a week. So I'm like, got an attitude, instead of saying okay or agree or disagree. We just lashing out at each other.
Okay.
So that another stepping stone that you gotta go through at a young age is both of y'all immature. Both of y'all go say stuff, both of y'all go do stuff, but you gotta keep that child in mind. The women can't keep the child from the dad. The dad can't use the excuse, oh, she got attitude, I'm not going
Teach it now, champ.
Major.
Like,
whoa.
You teach it now.
Did y'all hear that? Tell them again. I don't think they heard that. Tell them to say that again. The women what?
You can't keep the child from the dad. Like,
and the men what?
Can't use the mother as an excuse not to see the child.
Hey man, so that's grown.
Yeah.
Like, did this baby force you to grow faster?
In some ways, I'm still immature. I still kind of make selfish decisions, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna make sure I got a job, I got an income, I got a place to stay because of my children.
But that's not immature, champ.
No, not at all. Not at all. Because you're still living life.
So listen, you're 33, right?
Yes.
I know 50-year-old boys.
Oh yeah.
See, so so that's not being immature. What you're doing is enjoying life.
Right.
So take the immature piece out of it. It's not that you're being immature. You're just enjoying life. Nobody says that you have to hurry up and be 900 years old. And you know, you can still have fun.
Yeah.
You know, this man 55, man, crack jokes all day.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
indeed.
that's not immature. You're just enjoying yourself, man. And through your kids, it's just showing you how to respect people, because you was grown when you was on somebody's floor.
Right.
Just to be in front of your son. See, you come up in a world where people use kids to part
Pawns.
ways and all that, or pawns, like you stated. Say, or when you do get your kid, I don't know if you ever heard this before, I don't take my kid around nobody else.
I'm going through that, you know, with you know, my daughter right now. She's 4, so.
So now we're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. We're gonna take a quick break, y'all. Let's take a quick break because we ready to dive in.
Yeah, we diving in. Hey, Clyde Simmons, we diving in, baby.
Hey, Sean. Yes, indeed, Jackie, without question.
Former Mackin Trojan ball player.
Kurt Walker.
That's right.
Do you want to learn to shoot like a professional in less than 4 hours? The Firearm and Security Training Center will teach you how to protect yourself along with family members while receiving your HQL license. Our professional courses give you general knowledge about handguns, ammunition, safety shooting techniques, cleaning, and transportation. Not only do we offer HQL training, we offer Maryland wear and carry training courses for qualified business owners. We also offer the 35-state Utah Conceal and Carry course, plus a lot more. For further information or to register for our next training course, visit us at www.firearmandsecuritytraining.com or give us a call at 301-932-9168.
Listening to the Men's Corner, ladies and gentlemen, where we talk real here. Real, acronym for relevant emotions about life.
Yeah, black on it next
That's what
month.
real stand for. Relevant emotions about life here on the Men's Corner.
We great dive on back.
So we're gonna come on back to this piece here.
Yeah, so we left off with you having to deal with that piece where someone was using the kid as a pawn.
Yeah.
So how was that?
I try to be respectful. You know, I take everything into consideration, but at the end of the day, family is family.
Yes, sir.
My family don't harm my kids, so it's like when you say I don't want my kids over there, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, that's your twin. That's your twin right there.
So that part is crazy, like, cause we was together, so you was over there too. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like you don't know these people.
Right.
That's big.
So it was cool for you to chill over there when we was together, have your daughter over there when we was together. So I feel like it's coming from, you know, an angry place for anybody to say, I don't want my kids around your aunt or your cousin or your sister for no reason, especially if they didn't harm the child. So,
And you know it's from that space, especially when someone says, my kid.
Right.
Wait a minute. It's our kid. Always. Not, you know, it's you can't just separate it and say, my kid. Now, if you said, I would not like to have our child around a certain circumstance or a situation, then I get that. But why is it that it's your child when it's around my people?
right.
You know, and you're not gonna do it. You're gonna say our child.
It become your daughter when they need something.
Whoa.
Your daughter need this.
Oh.
So you
That
know,
was yours.
Oh. So,
It's yours alone.
Hey, so baby mamas. Oh, now I ain't gonna say baby mama. I'm not even gonna do that.
Co-parents.
Co-parents. Okay, all right. You know, don't kill the messenger.
Yeah.
Co-parents out there, slow your roll a little bit, and let's dig into understanding the greater emotions that are placed upon each other when raising these children, because it has very little to do with just the my thing, that selfish piece, my.
So through those things of the me and the mind and those things? Because I watch you, right? How do you push through those things?
I just stay focused on raising my daughter. At the end of the day, when it's my time, it's my time.
Right.
I don't think about anything else. I try not to have no anger, no animosity towards my co-parents, regardless of whatever the situation is. Because I know it's easy for men to make a mistake as dads, as parents.
Yes, sir.
Once we do anything small, it could be anything, our rights are gone. So it's like, if I show up angry at her house, or if I text the wrong thing, or if I say the wrong thing, it's an issue for me.
Right.
So it's like, to me, I just dismiss everything when it comes to them being petty or angry, you know. So
is your visitation rights your guys' agreement, or is it court ordered?
my son is, we just have our own situation. My
Okay.
daughter is court agreement.
Okay.
Even though we don't really follow the code, like I'm supposed to get her every other weekend, but I get her whenever I'm not at work.
Oh man, hit that one more time. People don't understand that because every other weekend is only 4 days a month.
And this is the thing. So this is the thing. That was her idea. So before we even signed the agreement, like I said, I was getting my daughter whenever I felt like it, whenever I was free. If it was before 5 o'clock, oh, let me go pick my daughter up from school. Let me go. If I got to work at 10, I'm gonna drop her off. Once the other every weekend thing came, I kind of got a different job where I work crazy hours. So I ain't gonna say it kind of worked out, but the fact that my court is every other weekend, and if I don't see her, you can't say you're not following the court.
Right.
But at the same time, she has, went and been petty and not let me see her on my weekend.
So do y'all wrestle with the who's gonna claim the kid on the taxes?
I let him have all that. I let him keep everything. I
Grown
don't
with it. You so grown.
pay child support. I let
Big
him
up
keep
to the man. Let the
taxes.
people take the taxes out there.
I don't even. My peace of mind is priceless. I don't. As long as I can go to sleep at night, I'm good.
Man, the young man in here teaching tonight.
Yes, indeed.
Because I wanted it every other month. I mean, every other year. I was petty. I want every other year.
And so it's very interesting because you talk about having two children. Obviously, they're by two different women. I can relate to that because I have multiple children by multiple women. So I understand that co-parenting piece. Back in our day, we called them baby mother. I was the baby father. Sometimes you the no good, this or that, and that and the third. But no matter, you just giving me something new. It's just a co-parent. And so that's the most mature and respectable way to look at that piece. One thing I always said was this. Now I just try to tell all my children this. When you're young, they never give a manual to any parent when you leave the hospital with a child. It's all trial and error. And most of the time the trial and error come from what you've learned from your parents or a parent like role model. Who were your parenting role models coming up? Because you're very mature in this process. So who were your parenting role models, or what were some of the examples that were being set for you to have this mindset that you had?
I had a lot, actually. It's so many. So I always take.
You can give them a shout out. It's okay. That's what we do. We like to give shout outs where they do.
My Uncle Ronald, my Aunt Carla, my mother and father, of course. Even though I never seen them together, they never let me see no crazy stuff. So it's like, me growing up, I'm naive. I'm like, this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
But when you get older, you kind of see what it really was. But
shout out to mom and dad, baby. Yes, indeed.
But I just take a little bit of everything from different families I was around. It's all my family, but
and use what works. In certain situations, right? Respect that.
So it's interesting that you said that you're supposed to take from everybody. Nobody does it all right all the time.
Right.
You stated and said that your parents, you never saw them together. Well, I'm gonna be a testimony for you. They were together.
Okay.
I don't know if you know their nicknames. King Tut and Queen Tut.
Okay.
Did you know that?
I didn't know Queen Tut. I knew King Tut.
King Tut.
And Moochie, but
Yes,
I ain't know
indeed.
Queen Tut. I'm gonna call her Queen Tut when I see her.
That was Queen Tut and King Tut.
Queen
So
Tut.
they were together. But speak on, like you saying, I heard you name some people, but grab something from, you don't have to name, but just grab what you grab from people that pour into your kids and how you move with your kids.
Just, going to my aunt's house, they always let us be free. Not being too strict. Like, as long as we was doing kid stuff, we played around in the house. We was loud with the music 3 o'clock in the morning. And it was never no, shut that noise, no angriness coming from their side. Right. So, that's how I let my kids have fun. I try not to put anything that they're not ready to know on them. Like people say, like my daughter, she's 4 years old, so she's 4, she's a baby. Her mother's always like, why you still treat her like a baby? She's not the baby no more. Just because you got other kids, I don't have nothing to do with that. This is my baby. This is forever be my baby. I don't care how old she is. She want to say, Daddy, can I get on your back? She getting on Daddy back.
Yeah, sure.
So keep them innocent. That's why I learned that from my aunt. So, and then with my mother, you better work, you better provide. So,
hey man, you just said so. You said keep them innocent, and you better provide. Keep them innocent. What do you garner from that statement? When you say keep them innocent, what do you really mean by that?
It's keep them out of grown folk business. Like my daughter watch Peppa Pig. She don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Peppa Pig wrestling on the YouTube for my son. My son listens to rock music now. He's 10. He got a cell phone, so it's like he go pick it up anyway. Right. He's still innocent.
Right.
I really don't hit my kids unless I don't hit my daughter at all. She's 4. That's crazy to me. My son is 10. I whooped my son 3 or 4 times his whole life because you gotta. I should be able to talk to you.
That's right.
And you should feel where I'm coming from.
Yeah, ass women don't fix problems.
Don't fix problems.
I took a lot of them.
Yeah, not at all. And you know what's crazy about that is I have never, any of my children, I've never had to put my hands on them ever. And it was interesting because their mother used to say, you put the fear of God in them. It's like, I can look at you. And we know what it is. It's something about, as men, we typically can just have a look like, not today. This ain't a good day to have that kind of behavior.
That's coming from experience. I was whipped like every day. It really didn't do nothing. I expected it after a while. I
did what again?
Got whippings like every day.
It ain't do shit. Right?
Become immune to it.
When I changed, it was literally for what I wanted to change for. So whipping your kids is you putting anger in them. You're not showing them how to respect anything.
Yeah. Man, you crushing the night, Jam. Because let me say something.
Small thing.
Let me say something. See, I used to get my ass whipped. I go in the room and just be pissed.
So it don't really help nothing.
Yeah.
It make you maybe think twice about it, but if you can deal with that butt whipping, you're gonna do it.
Yes, indeed.
That's the only thing.
So you develop a tolerance for that. I develop a tolerance for the butt whipping.
And that's if I get caught. That's if I get caught.
Yeah.
Because it's no respect.
Yeah.
That's if I get caught. I might get a whooping.
Yeah. And it's interesting because it kind of burns you up when you go places and you see parents yanking on kids and shouting at them and punching on them and hitting them. And then, we hear men tell it, boy, stop crying, acting like a little girl. And I'm like, nah. And I used to tell my sons, go ahead and cry. Only when you finish, we're going to have a conversation about why you're crying. And I need to know exactly why you're crying. Right. So let's develop that piece. I'm not saying that you shouldn't, because you should have these emotions, but we're going to talk about why you crying. And then see if it started to make sense. But you can't tell them, don't cry, because that's a natural emotion. You know, so it made.
I'm gonna give you something to cry for.
That's what our parents used to say. You want something to cry for?
Yeah, like,
let me give you something to cry for. Like, what are you talking about? But
So-
we didn't have that ability to express ourselves like that, so it's good.
So you said you beat him 3 times, but what made you stop? Like what was you getting at?
I would still beat him, like school. That's the only time I beat him. He kept getting in trouble in school. Being disrespectful in school.
Is it correcting it though?
I haven't with him in a minute. Like he's still getting in trouble, but
Right, because he's gonna get in trouble. That's the part of being a kid.
But it's the things he was doing that his mother called me. I whipped him yesterday. He did the same exact thing today. And the thing it wasn't like if you playing this, you 10 or 9 years old, you playing in school. You're literally kicking over chairs and not listening to the teacher and like being like disrespectful. So it's like, okay, if you can kick chairs, I'm gonna whip you for that because you're being violent.
So have you all checked on like the school environment, or maybe he's dealing with something?
Yeah, he said the kids was picking on him and the teachers don't listen. Like he has that target. Some kids just get that target where if anything somebody laugh, it's you the first one to look at.
Yeah.
Right.
So that kind of got him frustrated. I always talk to him before I whip him anyway, but
Yeah.
he think, okay, we not gonna get a whipping. No, we'll still hit you.
That's one thing. Like I hear you, and that you raise your kid how you want, and that works for you. Ass whippings don't work.
It don't.
Yeah, it don't, because you got to see if you whip them and he's still doing it, it's something else. You're not correcting the problem, it's something deeper. Also, you got to look at this too, as a parent and as a young dad. One, you don't want to beat him away from you.
Yeah.
That's
right.
big.
So if you keep whipping his ass, he's gonna leave. He's gonna find a way to leave. Because understand this, I don't know if you had this conversation, but every time I'm gonna whip my ass, I'm running away, and I know I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you get the ass whipped, I'm leaving this joint.
Yeah. And then they pack, and then they put the suitcase with the clothes outside the door and say, "Go out there." I got that.
I was like the only me and Lex are the only ones that didn't run away. So we all got it.
Right.
But my mother started to understand with me that it wasn't working.
Right.
The thing that she did to me, she put me in a retarded school. Not gonna lie.
What is a retarded school?
She put me in an alternative school.
Alternative, not retarded.
No, that's what I felt like. That's what I felt like. I didn't mean to use the word like, but that in my mind, that's what I felt like. She put me in this school for alternative kids. 5 people in the class. These kids don't know nothing. I'm way too smart to be in here. That was my embarrassment for me to get myself together. Like
Right.
So it's like you gotta know your kids.
So did that work for you?
Yeah.
So see, there it is.
I was about
So
it.
it wasn't an ass whipping.
I made the honor roll for the first time.
Okay.
After she did that.
Shout out to Miles for
Yes,
putting him in
indeed.
an alternative school.
But actually putting you in an environment to allow you the opportunity to see that there's differences in growing up. Now, if you want to be like this, then go ahead. But she put you in an environment to challenge you. If you want to be that way, fine. But if you want to do something different, come up out of there.
Yeah.
And you showed her that I can come about this piece right here and do something totally different. So that shout out to Mom again, man.
So
man,
one, you come from a old soul. I don't know where it come from. Your mom taught me. She used to watch me and things of that nature. And to sit here and listen to you at this age with 2 kids, and now you're married.
Yeah, married.
Shout out to wifey.
Yeah, shout out to wifey. It's
she's watching now too.
It's amazing, like where you come from to see your growth. And I'm gonna go back to this. Did your kids help you grow?
Yes. It set me down. Sometimes you need that sit down.
Okay.
I'm still a little out here, but I don't do certain things no more because of my kids. And I know sometimes my co-parents don't see that. But that's not my job to make you see that. I know that I've changed. Like I said, I found a career that I like.
Okay.
Before my kids, as long as they pay me, I'm there. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was a repo man before my son was born. You know, knocking on people's doors. Give me that couch. Oh, be right here. So it's like, I wouldn't do that job now. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you got something
me for a couch.
Yeah,
nah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, that thing.
And that's interesting because, you know, what we have to really focus on is children are only children as we know it for a very short period of time. You know, from infancy to age 18. And we're responsible for taking care of them. But after that age, they become their own person. And whatever you do or don't do in between infancy and age 18 will determine how they view you as a parent. So as long as you stay in there, you keep pushing it, you keep being there, no matter what a mother say or what a father say on the other hand, the bottom line is the child is going to make up their own mind as to what's going on or what took place when they become adults.
You got to have patience for kids.
Yeah, and discipline with that patience. Because it will be tried. It will be tried on a daily basis. So yeah, that's incredible.
So your patient level, where is it?
High.
High.
You can ask my wife. She's like, I don't know how you deal with certain people.
Because she ain't trying
to deal with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I get that. So you can, go in the room and woosah, but I got to deal with certain stuff. I got to have the patience to deal with certain stuff that you don't want to deal with, or, with the kids, or even just being out in the world. Like, you can't battle every battle. Sometimes you just got to let it breathe.
That's right. The battle in the water. Huh?
Yeah. So my patience is high.
That's incredible.
So when you're out, you stated like when you're out, you don't do certain things because of your kids. When you're out, let's say you having your Mr. Watts moment, are your kids on your mind?
Always. Like I said, I wish my kids lived with me. I wish I can come home every day to my kids. But I know that's not, what it is. So I try not to dwell on anything that's not even, here. So, I think about my kids every day. Like my son just texted me before I even came and sent me a picture. Got this big gummy bed. I don't know what it was.
I'm gonna challenge you though. Don't say it never happened.
That I don't think about them?
No, that they'll never live with you.
Oh, facts.
Right. So if you're building a bond with your kids, it may be some point where it click that I'm supposed to be there. See, they'll start having a conversation for you.
Yeah.
What I never heard you say in this whole interview though, you never talk bad about any of your kids' mom.
Awesome.
I was given this information from my mom. Never talk bad about the other one. They'll learn on their own.
Yep.
And that's true, Bill.
Yep.
With that, I'm gonna ask this question though.
This dude.
Are you preparing yourself for them to move with you?
Yeah, I have a 2-bedroom apartment to this day. My daughter has a whole bed that she don't sleep in. She literally go to sleep and I wake up and she laying right next to me. So it's like, even with that, you gotta have patience with that. Like, my wife's like, not that she love my kids.
Without question.
Make it seem like she don't.
You wouldn't have married her if she what?
So it's like,
that's right.
She want to have our time. My daughter is there.
Right.
And it's like, you gotta chill.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna curry her back in the room so she could be back in the bed. So it's like,
but that's
daddy's little girl.
Yeah.
So, and I think we were speaking before you got here. If I was to ever get married, my daughter's 24. She first. Because of what I come through, what I came from, with dealing with that kid. For you, it may be different, I don't know, but I'm going to challenge you to prepare yourself for your kids to move with you.
okay.
Because one, you're way more advanced than the average Joe.
Oh, no question.
In this conversation.
No question.
Understand this, us as men, we mature last, women mature first. They mature at a younger age, we mature at an older age. The conversation you having when you were 21 all it's doing is growing wings on it right now at the age that you are now. So you're talking about 10 years of experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So my man always talk about there's no such thing as passion. See, I think we spit that word too much. It's not passion, it's experience.
That's right. That's right.
So,
That's a good point.
so it ain't that I'm passionate about my kids.
And you're confident. You know, people say, "Oh, he's a passionate guy." Man, don't belittle me, berate me with passion. I'm confident and I have knowledge about how to do this. So let me do that.
When you know, you know.
Right, you know.
You know.
Yeah.
Ain't no question.
And you come from great stock in the arena of learning, because again they don't give out a manual, but you had the personal manuals right before you,
Right.
all around, and the only thing you did was took a little bit from each one of them, and you're applying it right now. Look here, for those that don't know, this is Mr. Delvin Watts,
So
33 years old, co-parenting, 2 children, 2 mothers, and he married to neither of those mothers, but he doing the daggone thing. And,
I got to get a floor to his father, King Tut,
King Tut.
and his father stated, "Dale, for my son, to the good man, you are great." Hold up, people ain't chiming in. Bear with me. He said, "Great job, son. Love you." That's from your dad, champ. Your aunt spitted. Your aunt Jackie stated, "Thanks for having him on there. You was mature. You always had your head on straight."
She another reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
She gave me my first real job, I should say, at the State Department, intern. I messed it up, but she gave me that shot.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Shout out
and
to
I
Jackie.
will always love her for that.
Was it a mess up or a cherished experience?
Keep it a bean. You fucked
Keep it
it
a
up.
bean. Was it a mess up or a cherished
I messed that
experience?
money up.
Messed that
I
money
messed
up.
that money up.
Yeah, but
I was immature. I didn't know what I had at the time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking back on it, I could have, been
somebody damn
way better off,
supervisor
but
now.
Yeah.
But you know what the thing is? When we had those learning experiences, I don't like to use the word mistake. I tell people I ain't never made a mistake in my life. I had some awful or awesome learning experiences based upon favorable or unfavorable decisions that I made. But nothing has been a mistake because it's all a learning experience. So, the challenges are going to always be there. Man, you on grown man time for real. When people say, I'm a grown man, like we said, we've had 40, 50-year-olds telling me I'm a grown man. And I'm looking at them saying, your actions ain't doing nothing. You
I still
only
managed to
grown
be
in
somebody's supervisor though.
He managed to be somebody's supervisor though. Multiple co-parents, and he's struggling with that piece, man. He don't know how to go nowhere else, and he fighting with her, he fussing with her, arguing with her, shouting with her, all that.
What would you do?
What would you do?
My first advice.
What could you say then?
Is first go legally get custody. That's my first thing, because they're gonna hit you with you can't see your kid. I don't care if y'all not together and y'all young and little ratchet, she gonna hit you with that. So legally go get custody of your kids.
That you have that right.
Legal custody of your kids, and make sure that if nothing else, you get some visitation arrangements, and above all, you gotta stick to the visitation arrangements even when they don't want to. You do your part, and then let the legal people do their part. And as Six say, before you look up, they might be with you.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Circumstances, things happen, man.
I'm gonna give you a little experience from my book. All my daughter wanted to do was get perfect attendance. That's how the process started. It wasn't the fact that she wanted to move with me. My daughter just wanted perfect attendance. So that's how the journey started. And she was in the 3rd grade when she was crying out for perfect attendance.
Right.
So she basically was saying, take me to school.
Yeah,
Get me there on time.
You get me there on time every day, Daddy. I don't want to have no issues out this.
Right.
And you oblige that. Because that's what, ultimately, like I said, ain't no manual to this thing. We're going to have some trying times, but we got to keep it keep it going. You know what I'm saying? So
we great close out, people. We over the time. We got my main man Dale Watson here.
Yes, indeedy.
Two youngers. He co-parenting with 2 different women, and he married now. Yes, indeed.
Man,
doing some amazing things, Shane. But I ain't gonna lie to you. But I'm gonna let you close us out tonight because it's your show. So you already gave one spiel. So what would you say to people out here that's separating their kids from the dad?
It ain't helping nobody. It's not helping nobody, especially the kids. Always think of the kids. If like I said, if nobody harming the kids, if nobody hitting the kids, let the parents see the kids. Men too. If you got custody, if she got herself together, y'all gotta dismiss whatever y'all got going on. Keep it respectful. Communicate. If you're going through something and you ain't got no money, communicate that. I don't have it, but don't lie about not having it.
Right.
Don't lie about not having it. Like a lot of men do that, and we got a bad rap out here balling.
Yeah.
And not giving the kid.
You got on the new Yeezys all day long,
Yeah,
but Shawty's suffering over there.
So, like I said, I paid child support, never cried.
My man.
I was giving money. I was working literally 2 days a week, giving my son mother $300 a month. Working 2 days a week. That's like literally like 60% of my check. Never batted an eye, cause it's going for the kids.
Yes, sir.
As long as you put the kids first, stay respectful. If y'all not together, like I said, legally go get custody, because they can't do nothing. If they try to keep you, go to court.
My man.
Get her in trouble.
That's great.
Get her locked up, hurt her pockets like they try to hurt your pockets.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing but fire, nothing but truth. I stayed out of jail so that I can make sure that I take care of my kids financially.
And with that said, we out of here because we running over time, and we
Thank y'all
appreciate you
for
guys.
tuning in to the
We out.
Men's Corner again. Hey, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the Men's Corner. Subscribe.
Yes, sir. That's big.
Subscribe.